All right, welcome to Lambo Water Sports, featuring the Big Brother, featuring Sideline Sports Network. This is another primetime game to really watch out for as far as the NFL weekend. Now, this is if both. This is for both of us. After we go to Blacksburg, this is for both. Maybe 80% stable. Maybe if we can wake up correctly and maybe watch this game, or if we're going to be in the bed drunk until next show on Monday. Now, Lions versus Buccaneers. Now, everybody keeps talking about all these expectations for, Baker Mayfield and whatnot. He's supposed to be the next Tom Brady and all this other stuff. First of all, Baker Mayfield would never be the next Tom Brady. That would never happen. Now, I've never been a Baker Mayfield hater. I liked him in Oklahoma. I really liked him. I've never been a hater. I've never been one of those haters that's like Baker Mayfield's garbage. Now, look what he's doing with the Bucs. All right, he's healthy, 100% healthy. He has weapons. Todd Bowles is a defensive coach, but they have a great offensive coordinator as of now. All right. The Lions 4-1. Okay, we know about the Lions. We know about Jared Goff. I mean, they're in our top fives. I mean, this last episode last night, Lions. All right, this is probably their first winning season last year since the Jim Caldwell era, and it's gonna happen probably this season if they keep going. Now, my thoughts on this are very tough. Bucs come off a bye week. They could win. Or Lions keep the momentum, and it's hard. It was hard for me to pick between the Bucs and the Lions. Now, I'm going to say the Lions because I'm very confident they have not lost a road game this year. The only loss they had was at home against the Seattle Seahawks, which was in overtime, obviously. So the Lions, the run game will be consistent. The Bucs defense is not bad. I just have questions and concerns on the secondary side of things. Now, Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans, they're going to get their numbers. Chris Godwin, they're going to get their numbers. But I think if it comes down to the nitty-gritty, it comes down to being physical, all that other stuff, I think the Lions will prevail, and I think they'll pull off this victory. So I'm very confident in taking the Detroit Lions to upset. Well, it's not really upset, but yeah, I guess you could say an upset. I mean, nobody expected the Bucs to be 3-1, but I say the Lions will upset the Bucs.
Yeah, well, the line is -3, so people definitely are on the side of the Lions, and I am too. I'm with you there. They have a top 10 offense and defense, and while Baker has been playing super well, it's not like they have a super explosive offense, especially with Mike Evans still, questionable. He was limited today in practice. He didn't practice earlier this week, so it's still up in the air if he's going to play. But, Baker's throwing 220 yards a game, and I understand stats are very surface level, but you're going against a top 10 defense, and you're going to have to put up some actual yards. And, the running back room is bad. I don't think that's a hot take to say. Like, Rachaad White has definitely underperformed. They're running the ball less than 100 yards a game as a team. And Baker has had awesome games, and he has thrown the ball at 70%, 7 touchdowns to 2 picks. So I'm not taking anything away from that. I'm just saying, going against this defense, it's going to be pretty tough to go out there and put up like 20-something point, like low 20s in points, and think that you're going to be able to win. Amon-Ra still questionable for the Lions, but the offense seems to be clicking with Montgomery in the backfield. And then they've been able to get it to the other receivers as well. It doesn't just have to be Amon-Ra. So I'm with you. I'm pretty comfortable taking the Lions here. I've definitely got them covering the 3. I think it's like a 7-point win.
If I were to bet on this game, now I know I make the picks 100%, but when you try to win big on DraftKings and FanDuel, you want that 14, 15 pick parlay, all you got to do is put $5 and try to win 900 or maybe win 1,200. I don't put the exact bets on it because I know at some point it's not going to be very accurate. Now, I don't think the Lions will cover the spread. I think depending on both offenses, whatever the spread is, what is it over? I know the spread you said was -4.
It's Lions -3.
What's the over and under?
I don't have that pulled up. Scott, I agree with you, dude. I think the Lions are taking care of the Bucs. Let me look real quick.
I didn't know what the over is because normally I'm trying to think if I put these bets in, am I gonna pick the over? I'm gonna pick the under, or I can go with the money line. It don't really matter. I think I'm safer with the money line. Now the money line could be minus something, unless the Bucks could be plus whatever.
Over under is 42.5.
Ooh,
I
I'm
think
gonna take the over 42 and a half.
Yeah, I think I'd take
I'm
that.
gonna take the over 42 and a half just to be safe. Just to be
You know,
safe.
here's another lock. Get this in before tomorrow. The over of the Oregon and Washington game. That game is going over.
Over what? 60 or 70?
I forgot the exact number. I already put it in. Let me look real quick. I'm telling you, that is going to be a shootout.
Oh, well, by the time that game kicks off, we're gonna be jumping for joy in the Sandman by the time that kicks off. I mean,
True. Very true.
Unless it's gonna be good service. Well, now I ain't gonna watch the game.
66.5.
66?
And a half, yeah. So 67 or above.
Okay. All right. I'm going over 66.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta hit the over. You gotta hit the over.
Oh, over 6. I'm doing that tonight. Over 66. But, ladies and gentlemen, of course, by the way, Jared Goff, Baker Mayfield, number 2 former number 1 picks. Of course, Jared Goff was drafted, I think, in 2016, and Baker Mayfield was drafted in 2018. So 2 years apart from being the number 1 draft picks. Of course, Jared Goff had a better career, especially getting to the Super Bowl with the Rams. And look what he's doing with the Lions. And then Baker Mayfield, he's just trying to get his journey right back on. So I think it's going to be great. They're going to have some great stats. So I think this game is going to be high scoring. They're going to have great stats. It's 2 former number 1 picks. I think this is probably the most underrated story in the NFL because we're talking about the Eagles and 49ers and the Cowboys so much that this is the game right here where 2 former number 1 picks are going to make noise. Now, next episode of Lambo's World of Sports, Monday Night Football, all right? The Cowboys versus the Chargers, all right? Oh, Lord. Justin Herbert is my favorite. Yeah, I think Justin Herbert's going to torch that Dallas Cowboys defense up. Not only that, I think the Cowboys will have some motivation going into this game. They got blown out by the 49ers. I think Mike McCarthy, according to reports, I don't know if it's true, somebody said that he stayed the extra 20 hours after they got their ass whooped, revamping the offense. Now, I don't agree with the last part that somebody said, oh, don't tell the coaches to go see their families. I don't think I agree with that part. But I heard Mike McCarthy was a made man. He went back to the drawing board and fixed everything. All right? So we'll talk about that next in Lambo's World of Sports. Monday Night Football of the Chargers and the Cowboys. Adios. Catch you later.